Alright, Raider Nation, buckle up for a bombshell report from the heart of the Silver and Black. Has former Raiders CEO Amy Trask just dropped some hard-hitting truths about Pete Carroll's rocky start in Vegas? With the NFL trade deadline closing in and the Las Vegas Raiders struggling to find their groove, we're diving into the drama, the deals, and what's next for this iconic franchise. This is Raiders Report, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this. Let's set the stage. It's October 2025, and the Raiders are in a rough patch. Coming into this season, the vibes were high with Pete Carroll, the Super Bowl winning coach from Seattle, taking the helm. But the Silver and Black are stumbling, sitting at a tough spot in the standings, far from the glory days of Al Davis and those legendary Super Bowl wins in '76, '80, and '83. Carroll himself admitted, "This isn't the start I envisioned for my Raiders chapter." Ouch. He's out there grinding, giving his all, but the wins just aren't coming. And now, with the trade deadline looming like a dark cloud over Allegiant Stadium, aka the Death Star, could the Raiders be ready to shake things up? Enter Amy Trask, the former Raiders CEO who worked side by side with the iconic Al Davis during the team's gritty Oakland days. On CBS Sports, Trask didn't hold back, peeling back the curtain on the NFL's trade game. She didn't call out Carroll directly, but her words hit like a linebacker. When a trade happens, everyone focuses on the field, but there's so much more. Players have families, significant others, even dogs or cats. One day you're in the locker room, the next you're on a plane, life turned upside down. It's a raw take that makes you wonder, could the Raiders' tough season force some gut-wrenching decisions? Are stars like Davante Adams or Max Crosby on the block? Trask's insight is a wake-up call, reminding us that trades aren't just business, they're personal. Let's break it down. The Raiders' offense has had its moments, thanks to Davante Adams, whose silky smooth routes remind fans of Raiders legend Tim Brown. Adams is averaging over 80 yards per game, but the team's still near the bottom of the league in total offense. On defense, Max Crosby's a one-man wrecking crew, leading the NFL with 6.5 sacks so far in 2025. But injuries are biting. Quarterback Aiden O'Connell's been hampered by a shoulder tweak, limiting those deep bombs to Adams. Compare this to the John Madden era, when Ken Stabler and Marcus Allen powered the Raiders to Super Bowl glory. Back then, the commitment to excellence wasn't just a motto, it was a way of life. No. The team's fighting to reclaim that fire while fending off AFC West rivals like the Chiefs, who've owned this division with Patrick Mahomes' wizardry, or the pesky Chargers and Broncos. Historically, the Raiders know how to play the trade game. Flashback to 2018, trading Khalil Mack shocked Raider Nation but brought in draft picks that reshaped the roster. Or think about the 80s, when the Raiders, then in LA, were the NFL's rebels, with Al Davis flipping the script on and off the field. Fun fact, the Raiders are the only team with Super Bowl wins in 3 different decades. That's the legacy at stake. Trask, who navigated those wild years, knows the cost of bold moves. She's seen the highs of playoff runs and the lows of relocation from Oakland to LA to Vegas. Imagine the locker room buzz. Picture Max Crosby, sweat dripping post-practice, saying, "Trades? I'm focused on sacking quarterbacks, not packing bags. Raider Nation's got my back." Or a die-hard fan in the black hole, face painted silver and black, shouting, "We've survived the Tuck rule, Gruden's exit, everything. Trade or no trade, we're building a dynasty." Even Coach Carroll might weigh in, "We're not giving up. Every week's a chance to prove we belong." These voices, hypothetical but oh so real, capture the passion of a fan base that lives and breathes Raiders football. What's next? If the Raiders go trade crazy, they could stockpile draft picks for 2026, maybe snagging a franchise quarterback to rival Mahomes. A wild card berth is still in reach if they catch fire, but a full rebuild might be the smarter play. Either way, the Death Star's gonna be rocking with drama. Pop culture tie-in. Think of this season as the Raiders' own House of the Dragon, full of power struggles, surprises, and a fan base ready to rally behind their team. Raider Nation, the clock's ticking. Will the Silver and Black fight back or hit reset? Don't miss a moment. Catch the next game, join the conversation, and let's keep the faith. Subscribe, hit that bell, and as always, just win, baby.